Okay, well, welcome, Anthony Mohammed,
Thank you.
to
Thank
the
you.
Netherlands.
Thank you.
It is a great pleasure to have you here and
Good
to
to be
hear
here.
your talk about professional learning communities. It's always interesting to know what is actually your passion to work with schools and to improve those schools.
Well, a lot of it is personal. I see schools representing an opportunity for every young person to have their gifts and talents cultivated. And what's sad is that we can usually predict the quality of the education based upon the zip code, or where they live, or what they look like, or what religion they practice, what gender they are. And I want to change that. I mean, I think this is my life's passion. It's my mission. Some people's mission is religious. Some people it's business. Mine is in education. That if we want to create a fair and just society, that a good place to start would be in schools.
Great, yes, because you proved with your own school you had, because you were a principal in a school in Detroit. You proved with the way you worked with that school, the way you worked with those teachers, that you really could make a difference in your region and for your school.
Yeah.
And based on that, example, you make this methodology, this new way of looking at PLCs in a different way than most of us look at it. You talk about the 3 key principles in order really to create a professional learning community. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
The first key principle we call focus on learning or ensuring learning, that it's a shift from a focus on the process or the methodology to the outcome. That schools oftentimes measure people's behavior rather than their productivity. So PLC makes a huge shift there. We don't want to micromanage the teacher or stifle the teacher's creativity. What we do want to do is guarantee learning outcomes.
Okay.
So our focus is on learning, not on teaching. The teaching is negotiable. The learning is not negotiable. The second key principle is working together, or collaborative culture, because we believe that we can't truly develop a system where every child is successful working in isolation.
Okay.
Not because we just like each other, it's because we have diverse talents. And if our diverse talents are meshed together, we take a group of very, very imperfect individuals and collectively we make a perfect whole. So we deprive our students and we deprive each other of our benefit if we don't work together. And the last big theory is a focus on outcomes or results. Schools have historically not been very data-driven or pragmatic. That good organizations use objective information to guide the allocation of resources, the training, their school systems, the learning material. Are we using objective information like data to drive our system rather than people's likes or dislikes or how they feel? We just don't believe that's a good way to run a school.
Okay, so it's not about me, it's about we. How can we create a culture of learning for the students we want to serve, right?
Yes, yes.
And so you describe also in your work there are key behaviors essential in order to reach that. What are those key 6 behaviors?
There's 6 of them, and the first one we call the development of shared purpose. We call it mission, vision, values, and goals.
Okay.
At some point we have to have an authentic conversation about what our core purpose is, what plan we have to meet that purpose, what are our value systems as it pertains to professional practice. Do we believe in giving students multiple opportunities to demonstrate mastery? Do we believe that all students learn at different paces, at different ways? And we have to set some shared goals. How are we going to measure our progress? That's the first one.
Okay.
The second one is called collective inquiry. And collective inquiry represents the adult learning theories of a PLC. That we believe that learning for children starts with increased capacity in learning for the professional. So we don't think it's worth our time to try and manipulate the student environment if we don't first build the knowledge base and the capacity of the professional. That we believe that there should be a significant investment in the knowledge, the skill, and the development of educators, in particular teachers. The third we call collaborative culture. It means putting people into collaborative teams to actually do the work together. Not to leave them in isolation, but for them to work together strategically to reach those goals and fulfill our mission. The fourth one we call action orientation and experimentation. that teachers have to be liberated, that if they work together collaboratively, they're learning, and they have targeted goals, that the system has to allow them the opportunity to exercise their theories, their hypotheses that they've developed, because they are the most closely associated with the children. So if we connect them to research and their connection to the children, they're in the best position to exercise action research. The fifth characteristic is a focus on long-term and continuous improvement, that the process never ends, that we're always trying to get better and better. And the last characteristic is that we make our decisions and our resource allocation based upon results, not feelings or emotions.
Great. So this is really a snapshot on how to build this professional learning community.
Yes.
There's lots more to tell about it, of course, but you will be coming back for us to teach that and to learn that.
Absolutely.
It was really a pleasure having you here.
Thank you. It's a
very
pleasure
much.
being here. Thank you.
Okay.